Hello, my butterflies. Welcome back to Queen TT Loves. It is time to do my makeup so I can get ready to go out for my birthday. And let's get started because I got like 5 seconds. Of course, I'm late. I'm always late. So let's see. No, I'm always late in these years. So if you are new to my channel, welcome, and make sure you subscribe by hitting the button down below. I think it's right here. And then also, if you are returning, make sure you share this video so that others can join in. I would say it's an adventure on this channel as well. So first, I am going to prime my face. I think I'm going to do something really natural because I don't have time to do nothing else. Only me. And I really started in enough time, but hotel internet is the worst. And so I was trying to, and you know what, let me take this bracelet off really quickly because the top of this dress is outfit is sheer. And I don't want to, crap, hold on, I'll be right back. I actually have to get up. Okay, so sorry about that. I had to get up and cut off the air, and I don't have a clip for the other side. So let's just hope this works out. I primed my face already, and now I am going to put the foundation on. I use Juvia's Place foundation, the color 310, I think, and it's pretty dope. You don't even need a lot. So I was wondering why it came in like this little bitty tube like this, but it's because you don't even need that much. And yes, it looks yellow probably right now to you guys. It looks yellow, but it oxidizes and changes. So let's talk. So I'm pretty sure a lot of us have had that I know have had birthdays this year already, but of course, there are 366 days in a year. It's leap year. So there are 366 days in this year. And so we have a lot more birthdays coming up. It's just quarter one of the year. And so any goals that you have that you want to accomplish, this would be the year. And no matter what you want to accomplish, big or small, everything to me is big. And the reason why is because, you know, everybody knows at this point, Kobe has passed along with 8 other beautiful passengers, all of which was doing something that was good, you know? Especially the girls, dedicating their time to their craft and living their best life. And so their last moments included something they enjoyed. And that should be a really good lesson that we get from this, along with not just that Kobe was the Mamba or the GOAT, for those that feel that way, but there was something really important that he said, and I am going to insert it now.
Yet, there was a young basketball player who had dreams of becoming one of the greatest basketball players of all time.
My name is Kobe Bryant. I'm 17 years old, with the hunger, the motivation, and the desire to be the best possible basketball player that I could be.
He works day and night, every day, for years and years and years and years and years. And as time went on, 20 years had passed, and he felt that he had accomplished all that he set out to accomplish. But what he come to realize is that the goal that he set out initially of becoming the greatest of all time was a very fickle one. And what he realized that the most important thing in life is how your career moves and touches those around you, and how it carries forward to the next generation. But he realized that's what makes true greatness. The story would be about transformation of a kid looking inwardly to then growing up and understanding the importance and the power is looking outward.
It's a great feeling to know that you set a goal for yourself and you were able to reach that goal and to knock it down.
If I had the power to turn back time, I would never use it. I think about it. Because then every moment that you go through means absolutely nothing, but you can always go back and do it again. So it loses its flavor, it loses its beauty. When things are final, you know, moments won't ever come again. To be able to have the power to go back and re-experience those things it's silly to me.
When you take that jersey off for the final time, how do you think you're going to feel?
Very at peace with it, and I'm very thankful, you know, for the 20 years that I've had, and
Okay, so I think that was a really important lesson, because it is very unfortunate, but it is true. There are people that I really think pride themselves, because it's mean, on telling you what you can't do, how you can't do something. And if you listen to a lot of people that have made it and done wonderful things in their lives, it was because somebody told them that they could not do it, and it gassed them up. It made them say to themselves, "Oh, I can't, watch me." And that is the type of information and the type of what would I call it? The type of message or inspiration that I would take from Kobe, because that to me is what's really important. Him sharing his journey and how he became the greatest that he could be. That was really important to him to open my box of crayons. That was really important to him to succeed and to defy what someone told him that he could do. And he did just that. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody can take anything away from you that belongs to you and that you claim and that you work hard for, as long as that's the plan that God has for you. Because you will work hard for a lot of things that won't turn out in your favor because that wasn't for you. You may have been a part of that journey in the area where you worked hard on something else for someone else. That may have been their blessing and you were a part of it, but it wasn't yours. And so not everything, if you work hard on it, are you going to get in the way that you want. But what I will tell you is that you are going to get something from it. So even if you learn how never to do something again, or you learn that you like something else because of it, or you build wonderful relationships and meet phenomenal people, you are going to get something out of it as long as you are paying attention. Okay? It's your job to pay attention and get something out of it. And I think that a lot of people that have made it, they consistently say that. I tried really hard. I gave dedicated myself to it. And then it worked out. But they probably prayed about it before they began their mission or began trying to do that thing that they tried to do. because God has to bless for believers, and I'm a believer, so that's what I'm talking about. God has to bless whatever it is that you want. Otherwise, if you force it, I really believe that things don't turn out right like they should, or you could miss what your true calling is. A good example of that for me, staying in line with the Kobe thing, could be that it's been shared that Kobe had a really good relationship with both of his sisters, and he took really good care of them. Well, at one point he stopped. He stopped taking care of them because he felt like he was, according to what I read, he felt like he was living his life, but because he was taking care of them, it prohibited them from living their life. So sometimes you can help somebody and it could be a blessing, a crutch, or a curse. Okay? Because they could have taken the money and invested and lived their wildest dreams, or they could do what I'm assuming they did and just chill because big brother is taking care of me, right? He instead backed off. As a result, they have their own careers, living their own life with their own identity. Okay? So that is how things work out sometimes. But, excuse me, hold on one second. That is how you can sometimes do things, and you can be, your blessing can be a crutch, because that is what ended up happening for them. But as a result of the person who was blessing them backing off, now they're living their best life, and now they have something of their own. And now that their brother isn't here, they are still able to take care of themselves, right? Because now they're living their own best life. They are getting what they need out of life, which is really important. I think that's good. This light ain't gonna worry me, child. Brows. Let me clean up my brows. Okay. These days, a lot of people want to be on the fast track to everything. So they want everything right now. And quite honestly, a lot of people don't care how they get it. Well, that could actually turn out to not be a good thing, because how you treat others, the relationship that you build, the reputation that you create while you're getting to where you want to go, all of that matters. All of that is a really big factor when you're considering where you're going. Because if you mistreat people, why would anybody want to have anything to do with you? They're not going to. So everything that you do is essentially to build the life that you want for yourself. And being a goat and being all of that is important to some people. And if that's what you want to do, it's going to require a lot of hard work. It's going to require that you not listen to anybody when they tell you that you can't, unless they tell you not to jump off of a building because you can't be Spider-Man or Superman. I mean, unless they're telling you something like that. And let's just be clear, I'm not being funny. When you're on social media or you have a channel and kids are listening or something like that, you have to be kind of clear with some of the things that you say and give, different examples, because God forbid they take what you say literally. You just never know. And I don't want that type of responsibility on my hands. So I'm going to let you know. You can't fly off of the building. It's physically impossible. Thank you. But don't listen to naysayers. Don't stop going because enough people don't support you in the beginning. That's what's going to happen, because if it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. That's just the reality. If it was that easy to just be Kobe Bryant, if it was that easy to be Michael Jordan, if it was that easy to be Oprah, everybody would do it. I mean, why wouldn't you? That's not the way that it looks. Only a few are chosen. Only a few are chosen. And you could be one of those few, but you have to work hard at it. You definitely have to pray about it and make sure that it is the path that God has designed for you. And you also have to be open to taking a different route. If you try one way and it's not working, give it some time and then switch to something else. And stay diligent in your works, because if you are one of those people who you don't like the way something is going and you automatically switch, you automatically get frustrated, then that's not GOAT behavior. You need to stick with it, and that way you can see if it catches on, see if it ends up working out, and then if not, you go ahead and make modifications to your plan. But don't think that you are going to launch something this weekend and by next weekend you're going to be a millionaire. Can it happen? Of course it can. We see it every day. But the likelihood of that happening is not really that great. And so if it doesn't, you need to have that tough enough skin that you understand that that's not ideally the way that it works, and that you need to stick with it. You need to develop habits that will get you ready. You need to network and align yourself. The same way you want other people to help you, you need to help them as well. Let me bake my face. You need to be ready to help as well, because it's not just about you and what you want out of life. And I'm using the chalk dust letter N. You need to be willing to help others as well, because helping others reach their goal, I think that it feels good to help other people. I think that it helps you to keep going. I think that it allows you to see the ability that God has to make things happen. Because if you are truly praying for people, then you are praying that their dreams come true also, right? So then when you get to see it, you get to see a blessing unfold. You get to see a testimony unfold. It doesn't matter if it's actually yours. What matters is that you got to see it. You actually got to witness it. And you get to celebrate with somebody else the same way that they're going to celebrate with you. I see even a lot of, I'm a part of a lot of different networking groups now that are attached to even famous people. And it's anybody could do it. But I see in a lot of those groups that people have the wrong idea. They really do. They think that they are just supposed to flourish overnight, and they really micromanage other people. You like this person's post too much. You did this. Change your focus. Change your focus. Don't nobody got time for that. How you treat people and how you act will directly, and I'm going into this crayon case palette to kind of contour my face just a little bit. Literally just a little bit. But yeah, I see them in the group, y'all, and I'm telling you, they act like kids, some of them. You don't like my post. I've noticed you started doing this. You've noticed a whole lot about other people. Maybe that's why you're not getting everything done that you need to get done. Now, some stuff you just notice, but some stuff like people make up, and it's just crazy. And I could tell you, I'm the queen of ignoring silly things these days. I really, really am, because I don't have time for it. Number one, my mission is to help our youth. I'm not going back and forth with some adult. I'll go back and forth with you on how you can enter your credit card number and how you can make an impact on the world and how you can donate to divine purpose. I'll go back and forth with you on that. But I'm definitely not going back and forth with anyone about silly things that have nothing to do with business. And then you want to talk about being a GOAT or being successful. And I left my my blush, so I'm gonna use this one. But I'm not going back and forth with some adult about why I like somebody else's stuff or anything like that. First of all, you are not the only one too, so you need to think about that. You need to think about you're not the only one. So obviously, I'll give an example. For lashes, I go with Royal Queen Hair Collection. Why do I go with this person? Because number one, they're from Pomona. Let's just be clear. Number two is somebody that I grew up with. Number three, she came to me first. She came to me and put it in my hand. Why would I not go with her and support her? So if you are somebody that also has if you are somebody that also does lashes and you're wondering why I'm not reposting your stuff, well, it's because I already have a company. And let's just be clear, something like that that's overpopulated, you have to be patient, because you're not the only one, and a lot of people are doing something like lashes. So you can't be upset if somebody can't reshare every single thing that you are doing. When it's time, the right person will do it. When it's time, the right thing will manifest. It really will. But how you behave in the interim is everything, because nobody wants to deal with somebody with an attitude problem all the time, or thinking that everybody should do everything for them, or when something doesn't work out immediately, you give up. Kobe was told in high school that he shouldn't do what he did, going for basketball, but he did it anyway and went ahead and went for his stuff. No matter how much somebody said, you know what, you guys, I think I want to do the purples. No matter how much he was told that he was a ball hog, he still did it because he had a goal. He was trying to be the GOAT and get all the points and make records and all that other stuff. Sometimes you just got to do whatever it is to reach your goal and not care about who is supporting you, who says it's a good idea. Just do it. Just do it. And then it will work out for you. It will work out means it'll work out the way it's supposed to. If it's supposed to work out that you become a mama, then you will. If it's not, maybe you can help somebody else become one. Either way, what I could tell you for sure is that getting on everybody's nerves along the way is not going to make them support you anymore. And your biggest cheerleader should be yourself. You are your biggest cheerleader. You know exactly what your plan is. Some of the things that you're doing, you can't even share with somebody else. Because if you do, and then they steal your idea, you're going to be crying about that. I'd rather not. I'd rather keep my ideas to myself. So in those cases, you're not worried about why somebody's not supporting you for that, are you? Nope, because you have to keep that under wraps. Well, consider that we're everything. Consider it a mission between you and God, something that you and God are working on. And when it works out, it's going to be amazing. And then everybody's going to want to know about it. It's going to open other doors. Those other doors will help you to help somebody else when that door opens. You know, think full circle. Always think about how you plan to bring it back to either your community, your family, making it better for someone else. All of that, to me, matters, because if you're consistently only thinking about yourself, I don't think that it's going to work out in a way that will make you happy. So a lot of people become famous or millionaires or whatever, but when they get there, then they turn around and there's nobody there to share it with. There's nobody there because they alienated everyone. They ticked some people off along the way, and then it's not worth it, right? But whatever you do, just know that it is going to require work. It's not always going to feel good. And don't nobody owe you nothing. They don't have to do anything for you. The same way there's certain things that you don't feel you have to do for someone else. And I'm going to just tell you, I hope this is straight. I hope this is straight because I kind of don't have time for this right now. I just grabbed a new thing of brushes that I just dropped on the floor. That was pretty cool. I'm going to finish out my eyes, and then I'm going to disappear. I'm dropping everything on the floor. This is fun. But I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to stay strong. Now I'm going into this top color. So I use this color, a plumish color, and now I'm going to be using a hot pinkish color, of which I can't really see. So we'll see how this turns out. So if I look like Homie the Clown when I'm done, just say, "Oh, TT, that's the best Homie the Clown I've ever seen. Girl, you cute. You cute." Like my niece used to say, "You cute." Or like Harley says, "Ooh, pretty." What kind of goals do y'all have for this year? This year has started out very strong. Very strong in a way that you can either take it as a blessing or a curse. Definitely tragedy. You know, we won't lie there. Definitely tragedy. But also something that we can reflect on and build from and place perspective into the decisions that we make, how we treat people, our goals, what we want for ourselves, and things like that. Okay, I'm going to need to move into the bathroom so I can move a little bit faster, but I do like this. So, I'm sorry guys, I have to say goodbye. Goodbye, butterfly, goodbye. Goodbye, butterfly, goodbye. I will insert a picture of my finished look. Good night.
Seeing eyes of mine, what do you feel beside? I don't know where we're gonna fly like you did sometimes. Seeing